Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachapadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And this is going to be a news article about a forest fire in Oregon that became so huge that it began generating freak lightning storms. And, this just goes to show you the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay, how often do you hear about fires or a forest fire being so great that it's generating lightning storms? I mean, this is what you would call a fiery lightning storm. So it says, the largest wildfire in the United States so far this season is so massive that it's causing mayhem in the weather itself. The bootleg fire in southern Oregon has already burned 530 square miles of forest and grasslands over the last 2 weeks, spurred by heat waves linked to climate change, a bad omen, in other words, of what's still in store for us. The fire is so large, generating so much energy and extreme heat that is changing the weather. Okay, Marcus, a spokesman for the State of Forestry Department, told the Times, normally the weather predicts what fire will do. In this case, the fire is predicting what the weather will do. So, this is a serious forest fire. Okay, how often do you hear about forest fires, generating freak lightning storms? And a forest fire like that would more than likely be extremely difficult to pull off, considering the fact that airplanes gotta fly over these burning trees and bushes in an attempt to pull out the fire. But if the lightning is coming from the sky, how are you going to deal with such a fire? You got to worry about jets getting struck down by lightning, etc., etc. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 32. And the most proud shall stumble and fall. This kingdom is full of proud people. As a matter of fact, in a verse up here, when you read Jeremiah 50, verse 14, what do you read about? You read about how Babylon have been proud against the Lord. Matter of fact, Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 15. Shout against her, the her being Babylon, round about. She hath given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her, as she have done, do unto her. Now, there's a particular scripture in this verse. I can't find it necessarily, but it speaks about how Babylon have been proud against the Lord. That's why the Lord is kindling all kinds of fires in this country. So, Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 31. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud. Who is that talking about? Babylon. But namely, it's talking about the rulers of Babylon, because a country cannot be proud, but the people dwelling within it can be. So the most proud is really talking about the rulers of Babylon, as well as the inhabitants, the ones who are being proud, especially against the Lord. So behold, I am against the old proud, save the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the power of hosts. For thy days is come, the time that I will visit thee. And the most proud, scroll up here, and the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about him. Well, Origin is just one of many cities here in the United States. Even though the U.S. calls Origin a state, what America calls it one of the cities of Babylon. Okay? Because America itself is known as the Great City, even though the United States call this place a country. But like I was saying earlier, man, the Lord is kindling fires in these different cities because of the pride on these people and the wickedness that goes on here in this country. Isaiah 29 verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise and with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. Well, that's what you're reading about here. Okay? This is exactly what you're reading about. A forest fire in origin is so huge that it's generating freak lightning storms. Well, that's an example of this country being visited with storms and tempests and a devouring fire. Because this, whatever fire touches, it devours it. Okay? As a matter of fact, when you look up the word devour, it means to break down and destroy. Fire is a compound breakdowner. It breaks down elements until it's been reduced to nothing but ashes. And then it gets carried away into the wind. That's what fire does. And that's what Origin is facing right now. It's being consumed with fire. You know. With that, I'm going to say Shalom is on to the next one.